Okay, welcome back. We want to look at how to add stock to the system. And remember the last tutorial we did, we talked about how to work on the product manager, where we have to define the category. We talked about the product master. We talked about the product rates. Now, in this video, we are looking at how to add stock. Now that since we have already defined the product we are working with, so how do we add the stock? So to add stock, when you log into the system, you go to the stock manager. Just have to scroll down. This is stock manager. When you click on stock manager, it opens up the sub menu. Now, the first thing you have on the sub menu is add stock. Now, when you click on add stock, you enter the detail of the stock that you want to add. The first thing is the invoice. Now, the stock you bought it, you got an invoice number. You enter the invoice number. Now, that the vendor that supplied the stock to you, you must have registered the vendor in the system. Here we select the vendor. Let's say this is the vendor. Now, the product category. Now, in this case, you want to add this stock for the long sleeve that we added earlier. So we go to the category, we click on clothing. Now, when you click on clothing, it's going to give you a list of all the products on that clothing. And the only product we have here is a long sleeve, so we just select it. Now, you can set the manufacturing date, you can set expiring date, and then the date you purchased it by default is there. Now you remember that the what we are selling this particular product is 25,000. So and at this point we are buying it for 23,000 a piece. So we enter 23,000. Then quantity we have 20 pieces of it. So this is basically what you need to add the stock. After adding all the information, you click on save. So that will save the stock. So that is basically how to add a new stock to the system. Let's add another one. We can say, let's say we have, now why we are adding this one is so that we'll be able to demonstrate other things that we want to look at. For example, we have a new stock which is have this number as the invoice. Then this is the person that supplied it to us. And let's say the stock we want to add now is noodle, and in that noodle we have indomitable. Let's say it's indomitable, and the expiring date is 17th. Okay, no, let's say it's 20th of February, and the unit cost for this noodle is because we are buying it in cartons. The unit cost is, let's say, 8,500, and the quantity is 40. We click save. So this is how we add stock like I've shown earlier. But in a situation whereby after adding this stock, you find out that some of the products that you added had some fault, they have some defects, and you want to return it back to the supplier or the vendor, all you need to do is to go to return product outward. You click on return product outward. When you click on that, it's going to open up this place for you to enter the invoice number of the product you want to return. So I copied the invoice number. So when you just enter it, you press enter, it's going to load the information, the customer that you bought the product from. And if you have multiple products with the same invoice number, it's going to give you a list of them. And in this situation, we only have indemnitables and the product. We want to return some, and we have 40 pieces. Now, but if you try to enter 45, it's going to tell you that the quantity bought is more than what you're trying to enter, so it's not going to go. So you're going to give us 40. That is in case you want to return 40. But in this case, we want to return 5. We just click 5. And what is the reason for returning this? You can give in the reason why we are returning. Maybe if the reason is not there, we just select others. And this is basically how to return a defective. Maybe, okay, let's say defective. We click submit. So this is how to return a defective product back to the supplier, and the system will do the math for us on our accounting to handle the issue of the payment. Because when you enter stock, the truth is that the system recorded that you just received a stock, but you've not made a payment. So later on, we're going to go and look at how we're going to make payment for the stocks that we have received. We are going to look at how to make payment for stock received. That is how to pay your vendors for stock that you've received. And we're also going to look at how you can pay in advance, that is, make a deposit for stock that you are still expecting to receive.